NFL 24, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs, and it comes your way next.
The usual sea of red here in this spectacular venue has been turned white as we are high above snowy GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in KC. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
If you ask coaches at any level to decide their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Throwing to start here is Tua. And incomplete to open things up.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Here's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Tua. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's 2nd and 3. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Tua on the bootleg here. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, and they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Tershawn Wharton coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, Mahomes. And that'll be caught by Tony. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Mahomes to throw once more. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he'll get this down to the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Down to about the 37.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 14. 23 yards the pickup there.
I tell you what, if this is any quarterback other than Patrick Mahomes, I'm telling you how this is an ill-advised throw. But 15 is so good on the move with all those different arm angles and releases that all I'm saying now is that's a gorgeous play.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Mahomes going to throw. That is caught by Rice for a Chiefs touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You got a lot to handle in this one.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 54 yards. And the Dolphins have retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rice. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now it's Mahomes again. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
4th down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend. Braxton Berrios deep for Miami. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes to execute better and which side can step up.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, he's been a busy man in this first half. They've targeted him quite a bit, including both plays here to start this drive. And until that defense starts reacting a little better, they may just keep going back to him.
Play action. Now it's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert down at the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That is caught. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. 7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's Tua. Over the middle, he gets it to Berrios. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking middle, and that's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
The kick by Sanders is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And here comes Berrios. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Speedster Raheem Mostert and the rest of this offense out to start the drive. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete there to Berrios. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Tua now on 1st down. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tucker Roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Good solid gain on 1st down. About what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Mostert will score. Touchdown, Miami. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in his first half. It's a first down.
That's good for Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And again, it's Mahomes. That's complete to Tony.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
This 2nd and 4. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Throw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
A 49-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Here comes Raheem Mostert in the Miami offense. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out route to Hill, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now off to the races, down the right side, inside the 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mahomes going to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards to pick up there.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. Mahomes' throw brought in by Watson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 2. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Butker's kick here is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Speedster Raheem Mostert and the rest of this offense out to start the drive. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
They approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them hovering up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Running the counter with Mostert. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Waiting on it will be Richie James. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave it with a second and just a few inches left.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes to throw once more. Dancing to his left. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Butker on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it culminates in a Travis Kelsey touchdown. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. It was Raheem Mostert, the veteran, who did some damage in that first half. He's over 100 yards rushing for the game already and found the end zone twice as well.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. That one good for 26 and a first down. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. Pass incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to get the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way. But you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Tua sets up to pass it. And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense is marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. James now to return it. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. And now here comes Kansas City. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Mahomes now on 1st down. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try and go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Now throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Second down and 4. Now it's Mahomes again. Touchdown! Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on a touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up.
I know, Paul, we're going to talk about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 27 all. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Miami's offense set and ready to go. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at them with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Good catch and excellent creation of a big play downfield. And I can guarantee you this, that's not a play this defense is practiced against in the days leading up to this game.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory down at the 31. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tua finding his old Alabama teammate Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now 2nd and 9. Here's Pacheco once again. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
3rd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 137 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now, potentially, a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll line wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on a touchdown pass. And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Miami set to take over. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Well, we often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
Brought down by Willie Gay.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 10. Here's Tua. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami 1st.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. Skirts by him at the 35. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 182 yards rushing for him now as he closes in on a 200-yard night. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Here's Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 2nd down, Mostert. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead. And
now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Chiefs, 34.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Mahomes now to throw. And got his man complete. A big play there for KC. 41 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They fake the give. Now Mahomes finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And they work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Butker now to add the extra point. And a good job on the hold there, as this is good through the snow, and this game is tied. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. A stop made defensively by Mike Edwards.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second down, here's Mostert again. Gets around him, and he'll have the Dolphins first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Once again, it's Mostert. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out to Mostert. On a gain of 3 on the play. And now third down and 6 to go.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. Up the middle, Achane. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a second and 7. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front?
leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stays.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Sanders on for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Richie James on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chiefs offense set to go. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That is caught on the move past the 40. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big play there for KC. 52 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A quick throw caught by Rice. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And again, it's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Butker on for the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And here comes Raheem Mostert and the Miami offense. He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows, and you might even make a magazine cover or 2.
He's hoping for more, the cherry on top maybe, as this game goes forward. Tua now on 1st down. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Chris Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
On 2nd down, Tua. This one left side caught by Barrios. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Tua now on 1st down. And he'll complete this one to Barrios. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To his throw, caught by his receiver, Hill. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. 2 to throw again. Open man is Waddle, complete. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll be brought down just outside the red zone. Mark him at the 21.
He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Still first down.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Motion man is Berrios. Now a fake on the jet sweep and again to Mostert.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And that play stopped behind the line by a corner. Trent McDuffie getting in there.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert, 22 yards. And the Dolphins have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Valdez-Scantling in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise that it was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. He's got room at the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right up the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
2nd down, goal to go. Pacheco fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he is going to have a Miami 1st down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll indeed take a knee. Down to a knee goes Tua, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.